Today we're continuing our look at classic sauces, and we're going to make one of my all-time favorites with steak and fries. Yep, we're talking Béarnaise. All right, so today we're making one of my all-time favorite sauces with steak and potatoes and fish, Sauce Béarnaise. It's part of our deep dive into classic sauces. This is a derivative sauce. The mother sauce is Hollandaise. We're going to do that on another day. We're going to jump straight ahead and do a classic Béarnaise, which is infused with tarragon is the primary flavor, but also some vinegar, some shallots, some peppercorn, and a splash of lemon. The first thing we need to do is clarify the butter. So I've got a half a pound of butter, or 1 cup of butter, that's going into the microwave. I'm going to probably do it on a medium heat for about 2 minutes until it's fully separated, and then I'm just going to let it sit and strain off the milk solids and the water after. Now step 2 is sort of the flavor builder. That's our tarragon vinegar reduction. So what we're going to do is use fresh tarragon and white wine vinegar, which a lot of people have in their cupboard at all times. Classically, tarragon vinegar and white wine would be used. I don't have any white wine today, and I don't have any tarragon vinegar. It's also a little bit hard to find. So we're just going to quickly infuse some plain vinegar with some fresh tarragon, a shallot, some peppercorns. I've got a half of a large shallot here. You can do 1 small one, and you can either mince it or just slice it. I'm just going to slice, and that goes into our little pot there, okay? Next, we've got some peppercorns. About a half a teaspoon or so, which would be maybe 20 peppercorns. Actually, I'll just pick up my pot and give them a crush. Just like that. Opens up the flavor. Okay. And then they go in. Now we will strain all this out. We will not have this in the finished product. Next, we're going to go in with our vinegar. This white wine vinegar, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of this, because I also like the fresh lemon flavor. So 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. I'm going to put about a tablespoon, a little less perhaps, of some lemon juice now, but I'm also going to finish the sauce with a little bit more. So half of a tablespoon at this point, and we'll adjust it later. And then the last thing is water. Now, why am I using water? I would typically use white wine. I said that I don't have any. So here's a trick. What we want to do is infuse this vinegar with the flavor of fresh tarragon as well as the shallot. So we need to buy some time. We need this to reduce a little bit, and we need enough liquid in there that all of the shallots, peppercorns, and tarragon will be submerged, basically. So by putting a couple of tablespoons of water in here, I might even do 2.5, and then followed by 2 good sprigs, maybe 3 if they're small, of fresh tarragon. Now I spread that out, and now I know that everything is submerged in liquid. So this will, as it reduces, it will infuse the vinegar, and I will be left with about 1.5 tablespoons of flavorful vinegar for my sauce béarnaise. So that's the process. Click this on and give it a simmer. As soon as it boils, we're going to simmer it for 1 minute, and then I'm going to set it aside for 5 minutes, just to steep like tea. Then we're going to strain it and add it to our egg yolks. So now we are ready to make the sauce. We have our tarragon vinegar reduction. We've got 3/4 cup of clarified butter. Now we have 3 egg yolks, and we are going to put these egg yolks in a bowl over a pot of simmering water and add our 1.5 tablespoons of tarragon vinegar, and we are going to whisk. So now we whisk over the simmering pot, gently heating the eggs until this lightens and thickens. At that point, we will start to very slowly drizzle the clarified butter into our sauce. Now I'm going back to first year culinary school here, but it does work. Here we have our cooked egg yolks with the vinegar reduction. We have 3/4 cup of warm clarified butter. And now we're going to emulsify the sauce. How do you do that? Well, this is the trick that we were always taught. You take a towel, you make a little nest for your bowl. That will hold it while you use one hand to whisk and the other hand to slowly drizzle the butter. Drop by drop at first. And when you get about 1/3 to half of the total volume of liquid butter in there, you can add a bit more quickly. Now, let's speed this up, Jason. You can see right to the end how we'll have a beautiful base sauce for our béarnaise very shortly. So here it is, the emulsified base sauce. This at this point is a mildly tarragon vinegar flavored sauce. We're going to add a touch of fresh lemon and of course 2 tablespoons of fresh tarragon. And we're just going to pick those leaves off and give them a nice slice with a few drops of lemon juice. We will check the seasoning with some salt and a pinch of pepper. Cheers. Pure tarragon flavor, both in the vinegar and in the fresh tarragon at the end. Those two work really well together. I actually kind of burnt the fries, but I don't care because they're super crispy. And fries go so well dipped in béarnaise as well.
You're gonna save some for bro.
You're lucky we got some. All right, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for perhaps another sauce recipe, maybe a dessert next time. Cheers. Thanks for coming.